Good morning, children. Today's topic is representation of rational numbers on number line. So, children, we know how to represent whole numbers, natural numbers, integers on number line. Suppose this is a number line, this is 0, then leaving uniform gap, we put 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And on the left side, we write leaving the equals uniform gap, right? -1, -2, -3. So this is how we can represent integers. So these are positive integers, these are negative integers. Now how to represent rational numbers on number line? Suppose 3/4 is a rational number, right? And we have to represent it on number line. So what you have to do, first make a number line and write 0, 1, 2, 3. Now you see the denominator. As you can see, the denominator is 4. So we'll divide this line into 4 equal parts. It means every 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 will be divided into 4 equal parts. Like this, 1, 2, 3, and this one is 4th. Or you can write like this also. Again draw a number line. Then if denominator is 4, you can write 0 as 0/4. Then this next point will be 1/4. Then next is 2/4, 3/4, and last is 4/4. So this 0 to 1 is divided into 4 equal parts. 0/4 is 0 and 4/4 is 1. It means this is 3/4. This is the location of 3/4. So 3/4 lies between 0 and 1. And to represent 3/4 on number line, divide 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts. And you can write like this: 0/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So you will get the required rational number. Suppose we want to represent -5/3 on number line. So as you can see, this is a negative rational number. So it will be represented on the left side of number line. Since it was a positive rational number, we have represented it on the positive, on the right side of the number line. Now to represent -5/3, we'll start from here, 0. Then on the left side, next integer is -1, -2, -3. Now as you can see, 5/3 is, when you divide it, it will be 1, 2/3. It means it is more than 1, right? It is more than 1. So it will lie between 0 and -2, or lies between -1 and -2. And you can see the denominator is 3. So you divide each part, 0 and -1, -1, -2, -2, -3, into 3 equal parts. So this is first part, this is second part, this is third part. So divide the two integers into 3 equal parts. Then again 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or more precisely, if you see it, you can make this number line to represent -5/3. Start from 0/3. As I told you, the denominator is 3. Write down 0/3. The next point is -1/3. We are going to the left side, so minus in negative integers will come. -1/3, -2/3, -3/3, which is equal to -1. As I have told you that 0 and -1 is divided into 3 equal parts, so it is 0/3, -1/3, -2/3, -3/3, which is -1. But we need -5/3, so it means we have to continue. -4/3, -5/3, -6/3, and -6/3 is -2. So this is -5/3. So -5/3 lies between -1 and -2. Take one more example. If we want to represent 4/5, one positive and one negative rational number, again make a number line. In the middle you can take 0, as the denominator is 5, so we can write it 0/5. So first of all, we'll represent positive rational number, 0/5. So we'll divide 0 and 1, two integers, into 5 equal parts. So we'll start with 0/5, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. So 5/5 is 1. So you have, see, 0 and 1 is divided into 5 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the location of 4/5. And to represent -3/5, again we have to start from 0/5, and we'll move to the left side and divide each integer into 5 equal parts. So it is -1/5, -2/5, -3/5, -4/5, -5/5. So this is minus 1. So 0 and minus 1 is again divided into 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the location of minus 3 by 5. It means minus 3 by 5 lies between 0 and minus 1. And 4 by 5 lies between 0 and 1. So in this way we can represent every rational number on the number line. Now if we want to represent 1000, 7 by 1000 or 7 by 10,000 on number line, we can also represent that. We just put 0 by 10,000, 1 by 10,000, 2 by 10,000, 3 by 10,000, 4 by 10,000, 5 by 10,000, 6 by 10,000, 7 by 10,000 and so on. And as 10,000 is a bigger number, so we cannot represent all. We put dotted line and last is 10,000 by 10,000. And this arrow means that this line can also extend, can also be extended now. If we want to represent 1 lakh rational numbers on number line, that also we can represent. So from here we observe that between two rational numbers, infinite rational numbers will lie. If I take an example of 0, 1, 2, between two integers 0 and 1, no integer lies, but between two integers or between two rational numbers, we observed that infinite rational numbers lies between two rational numbers. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Now coming to exercise 1.2, question 1. Represent these on the number line: 7 by 4, minus 5 by 6. And question 2, represent minus 2 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 9 by 11 on number line. So you will be trying these questions yourself, or just wait. See, suppose minus 2 by 5, minus 2 by 11, minus 5 by 11 and minus 9 by 11 we have to represent our number line. So we'll start with 0 by 11. Denominator is 11. It means each integer will be divided into 11 parts. So 0 by 11, minus 1 by 11, minus 2 by 11, minus 3 by 11, minus 4 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 6 by 11, minus 7 by 11, minus 8 by 11, minus 9 by 11. The next part is minus 10 by 11 and minus 11 by 11. So this is minus 1. It means 0 and minus 1 is divided into 11 equal parts because denominator is 11. So we want to represent minus 2 by 11. So this is the location of minus 2 by 11. Then minus 5 by 11 and then minus 9 by 11. Or if we want to represent minus 7 by 11, then it will also be there. So in this way we can represent each and every rational number on the number line. So I hope question 1 and 2 you will be trying yourself. Now coming to question 3, write 5 rational numbers which are smaller than 2. Now you can see this is the number line. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on. And we have to tell 5 rational numbers smaller than 2. This is 2. And the numbers, if we move right to the right side of 2, then we get bigger numbers. And if we have to get smaller numbers, we move to the left side of this number. So you can see 1 is smaller than 2, 0 is smaller than 2, minus 1 is smaller than 2, minus 2 is smaller than 2, minus 3 is smaller than 2. So we can take these numbers also as rational numbers because every integer is a rational number. If we put 1 in the denominator, every integer becomes a rational number. 1 is also a rational number, 1 by 1, 0 by 1, minus 1 by 1, minus 2 by 1, minus 3 by 1. All are rational numbers and these all are smaller than 2. So these are the 5 rational numbers: 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Now coming to question number 6th question. We'll do first 6th question. Write 5 rational numbers greater than minus 2. Now again we'll make a number line. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive integers and 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on negative integers. We have to represent 5 rational numbers greater than minus 2. So this is minus 2, and if we move to the right side of number line we get greater numbers, and if we move to the left side of number line we get smaller numbers. But here you can see we want numbers greater than minus 2. It means we have to move to the right side. So you can see numbers, rational numbers greater than minus 2 are minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Or you can take any number which lies to the right side of minus 2. Any number, you can take 50, 100, 6, 7, 30, any number, any positive integer you can take. Every positive integer is greater than minus 2. and all integers are rational numbers, so we can take integers as the rational numbers only. So this was question number 6. Now coming to question number 4, find 10 rational numbers between minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Now we need 10 rational numbers. As I told you, between two numbers infinite rational numbers lies, but if we need 10, we'll get 10 only. For that, what you have to do, write down the rational numbers minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Now first of all, the first step is to make the denominators like. Since its denominator is 5 and its denominator is 2, to make the denominators we will multiply 5 with 2 and 2 with 5. So we'll multiply first rational number with 2 by 2 and second rational number with 5 by 5. So we get minus 4 by 10 and 5 by 10. Now you can see between minus 4 and 5 how many numbers lies. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. It means 7 numbers lie. But we need 10 rational numbers. So if we multiply these rational numbers with some bigger number, like I have multiplied with 11 by 11, so I get minus 44 by 110 and 55 by 110. So you can find out now enough numbers. More than 10 numbers you can get, but we need 10, we take 10 only. So if we take minus 44, between minus 44 upon 110 and 55 upon 110, we get these numbers. So minus 44 to 55 we have to move. It means we have to come to the right side of number line. Minus 43 by 110, minus 42 by 110, minus 41 by 110, minus 40 by 110, minus 39 by 110, minus 38 by 110, minus 37 by 110, minus 36 by 110, minus 35 by 110, minus 34 by 110, and so on. We have taken 10 rational numbers, and many other numbers also lies right between these two numbers. So we'll not take those numbers. We'll put in the dotted line, and the last number which we need is 55 by 110. Now minus 44 upon 110 actually was minus 2 by 5, so we'll replace the first and last number with actual rational numbers, minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2, and these are the required 10 rational numbers. So between minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2, these numbers lies. So I hope this is clear. Coming to question 5, first part, 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. So you can see again 2 by 3 and 4 by 5, its denominator is 3, its denominator is 5. So first of all, we'll like the denominators, we'll multiply with 5 by 5. This number is to be multiplied with 5 by 5, and this rational number is to be multiplied with 3 by 3. So 10 by 15 and 12 by 15. And we know between 10 and 12 only one rational number lies, that is 11 by 15. So we need 5 rational numbers, and to get 5 rational numbers we have to multiply more than 5 numbers. You can multiply with 6 by 6, 7 by 7, more than 5, any number, with any number you can multiply, even 10 by 10, 20 by 20. The bigger number you will take, the more rational numbers you will get in between given two rational numbers. So here I have multiplied with 6 by 6, I get 60 by 90 and 72 by 90. So between 60 and 72 we get only 5 rational numbers. 60 by 90, 61 by 90, 62 by 90, 63 by 90, and so on. Then before 72, because between 60 and 72 we need, before 72 you can take 71 by 90, 70 by 90, and other numbers lies between this dotted line. Any 5 rational numbers you can take between 60 by 90 and 72 by 90. Then replace these first and last number with the original rational numbers 2 by 3 and 4 by 5, and these are the required 5 rational numbers. In the same way we'll do second part, minus 3 by 2 and 5 by 3. Multiply this rational number with 3 by 3 and this rational number with 2 by 2. You get minus 9 by 6 and 10 by 6. Now we are not multiplying with any other number, because between minus 9 and 10 we get 5 rational numbers. See, minus 9 by 6, then minus 8 by 6, minus 7 by 6, minus 6 by 6, minus 5 by 6, minus 4 by 6, minus 3 by 6, minus 2 by 6, minus 1 by 6, 0, then 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6, 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6. So you can see enough numbers lies between these two given rational numbers, and we need only 5. So you can replace first and last rational number with the original rational number, minus 9 by 6 is minus 3 by 2, 10 by 6 is 5 by 3, and take any 5 rational numbers which are the required rational numbers. So I hope third part you can try yourself. And question 7, find 10 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 3 by 4. For this also, first, like the denominators, 12 by 20, 15 by 20, we need 10, so we'll multiply with bigger number, 10 by 10, 10 by 10. So we get 120 by 200, 150 by 200. So between 120 and 150 we need 10 rational numbers. So we'll take 121 by 200, 122 by 200, and in this way we can take 10 rational numbers which lies between 120 by 200 and 150 by 200. The next step is replace first and last with the original rational numbers, 3 by 4 and 3 by between 3 by 5 and 3 by 4, these 10 rational numbers lies. So in this way you can do any sum related to that how we can find 10, 5 or the required rational numbers between the given rational numbers. So I hope this exercise is clear to everyone. This completes your chapter 1 as well. Thank you so much.